We saw the breast. And so the two breasts were removed. So after the surgery, I waited for 2 months before I undertook radiotherapy. Radiotherapy too was another problem. They will put you in a machine like an oven. First, they will mark the place where they've done the surgery. They will wait till the wound is healed. They will mark the place and then they will fix the machine on you. That one too is another. As for radio, I still, even after 3 years of surgery, I'm still feeling the heat. Sometimes I'll be feeling the pain around the place. And the doctor told me that it will take some time to heal. So I'm just praying for that.
So what was the most difficult aspect of the treatment for you?
The most difficult aspect was the chemotherapy and the radiotherapy. Yes.
Has it, after survival, has it changed your perspective on life or priorities?
Oh, yes. Because there are certain things I used to do, I don't do it any longer.
Okay.
Yes.
Like,
it has changed the way, and even the way I eat. Yeah, it has changed a lot. Now, I don't eat cassava, you know, those food, the fufu and the akla.
oh, my favorite.
And those things, I don't eat it any longer. And in the mornings, I blend potatoes, the purple one, with raw yogurt.
Okay.
Make a smoothie, and then I don't eat bread, you know. And according to the doctor, but I'm still on medication.
Okay.
Yes, and they said it will take 10 to 15 years before they declare you cancer free. So the anxiety is there. Every time you sit down, you don't know, you know. So after the treatment, I started going to the doctor, I think once a month. Once every month. Then he made it thrice every month, and now it's six months. 6 months. So I'm just praying that, you know, God will see me through.
He will.
I'm still fighting.
God will see you through. So your family was your support system.
My family was my support. The lady that, you know, she's my cousin. She has been very supportive. She's called Judy, Mrs. Berkeley. She's been very supportive. When I was on admission, she was bringing me food, you know, very, very supportive. And then when I was discharged from the hospital, she took me to her house. I stayed there for 1 year. Before living there.
Okay.
And then some friends, but honestly, it's not every friend that, you know, you depend on.
Yeah.
Some people will come and you think they are genuine people, but, you know, it's not everybody who will see your sky. Yes. It all depends on God. You just pray to God to show you who is the right person. Yeah.
So you've turned your personal challenge into a public advocacy, and then we commend you for that. We thank God that you are here with us for us to see this day. So what do you think the society or organizations should do to support survivors like you and raise awareness about breast cancer?
Actually, I will advise that they shouldn't make only October, Pink October, because I you know, mine was diagnosed in January. And even that one, it was out of curiosity, I went to the hospital to go and check. If I had waited till October, only God knows what would have happened. So me, I would say that it shouldn't be a yearly, like October, 1 month in October, then we said, oh, pink October. Then we know. It should be every day. Everybody should try and check the breasts. It's very, very important.
Including the men.
Including the men. Before I told you that I was on admission with 2 gentlemen. They also had breast cancer, and yes, was removed. So if you have breasts, check. If you have breasts, you have to check. It's not for only it's not for only ladies.
Gentlemen, are we here?
Men too. So it is very, very it is very, very important. And the young ladies, you have to check that one. That one you have to. If you have a boyfriend, let your boyfriend check for you. Check for you.
Madam, so you see, growing up, I don't know for others, but then we have lump in our breasts as young ladies growing up. So maybe a child will be watching like, oh, I have a lump, I'm having.
Oh, that one is a different thing. That one is just some single lump. And those days when we were growing up, they will use aklachi. Do you know what they call aklachi? The one they used to cook the bamboo. They will use it to hit the lamb, to break the lamb. But only God knows what they were doing to us. But I believe that it is better to go to the hospital. And, prayer is good. But to go to somebody that the person should pray for you, that one, the best place is to go to the hospital and back with prayers yourself, because God lives in all of us. He created us in His own image. If we go according to His will and we pray to Him, and whatever we ask Him, He will do it for us. Because today, for me to be saying this, it is only by His grace. It's only by His grace. Thank you.
So, before we end this, someone might be watching us live on Facebook or anywhere, and then they've been diagnosed. So, what would you tell the person?
If you are diagnosed, go to the hospital. Listen to your doctor. Take your doctor's advice. Do not, and again, I'm repeating, do not say that, there is some herbal something somewhere, Sometimes, when I had this problem, I was receiving WhatsApp videos. Somebody will say, just drop castor oil on the place, and the place, this thing, a whole lot of things. The best thing is if you notice some strange something on your body, go to the hospital, ask the doctor, let the doctor check for you. Do not listen. A friend of mine, a friend who was with me during my treatments died, and we buried her last December. She has cervical cancer. So when I was going through my treatment, she was always with me. Apparently she had hers and kept it to herself and was going to a prophet. And the prophet was praying for her. And apparently even the husband didn't know that the wife had cervical cancer. And so it got serious. The husband ran. Even when the husband wanted to take her to the hospital, she said no, that she had the place that she has been going. Apparently, she took the husband to a herbal hospital, And when the husband entered there, he said the security man was holding a gun. So he said, which kind of hospital that a security man will be holding a gun? So, no, 37, the security people, they don't hold that. They don't even show it, you know. So the husband was surprised, and then she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. Then she died. So when she died, the day she died, the husband received a call from a man. That was what the husband was telling me. Received a call from a man who asked him that, oh, I want to speak to this lady. Then he said, oh, what is it about? Then he said, oh, I want to ask her if she's still bleeding. So the husband was like, how do you know that my wife, you know, was bleeding? Then he cut the call. So the husband was trying to get the number of the man who called. But because the phone was low, he couldn't retrieve the number. So she just died, and then we buried her. And it was a very sad, you know, situation. So please, nobody should deceive anybody that go to a prophet for prayers. We are all children of God. When you seek Him sincerely, He will listen to you. He will listen. You don't need to go to, not even your pastor. Don't go to your pastor. Just kneel down and pray to your God. He listens to our prayers. God listens to our prayers. Unless, of course, what you are asking for is not the right time for you, or it's not good for you, or maybe if that thing is given to you, something else might happen. So we should just hold on to our God, ourselves, because He created us in His own image. And He told us in the Bible that we should ask, and it shall be given to us. So why go to somebody, that person you are going to? What is the difference between you and that person? You understand? So, and then to the government, the government should try and do. People are dying. People are dying. The government should try and, you know, invest in our health system. They should make the health insurance work. Elsewhere, they use health insurance. You know, yeah, we don't have it. We don't have it. If you don't have money, you will just die. And it's a very sad situation. Our leaders, I don't know if it's a curse from the way we treated our previous governments. You see, the other time I went to Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, I stood by his grave and I wept. And I was with my grandson. I said, oh, Mama, why are you crying? I said, oh, Charlie, the way we treated this man, because when he was overthrown, yeah, I saw it. I was there in Kumasi. The way the soldiers ransacked that day, my mother said I wasn't going to go to school, that she would take me to the hospital to go and stay with her. Apparently, the hospital rather wasn't a safe haven. The soldiers ransacked Okomfanochi Hospital because they thought or believed that Nkrumah had a girlfriend there. So they came and ransacked the place, you know. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Never again in the history of this country. So we just have to pray that God should forgive us. Because our leaders, they are not trying for us. As for that one, I always say, look, my mom went on pension in 1972. Her pension money, she used it to buy a house. So how come we, us, Kufuor came and messed up our pension system? He made it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Right now, it's only tier 1, the SNIT, that is paying us. And even that money, when you take it, you just pay lights and water, and it's finished. Then you become a pauper. I mean, what kind of system are we in? You've worked for 37 years, and you have nothing to show. It's so bad. You know, so bad. It's terrible. So, it's terrible. We need an attitudinal change too. Our leaders, when they are in opposition, they will be talking. But when they come, nothing is done. It's sad.
Do you have any organization that's help people with cancer?
No, not as I know.
Okay.
But, you know, when I had mine, I called somebody to talk to Ibrahim Mahama.
Okay.
Yes, because her mother died of breast cancer. May her soul rest in peace. So he has this NGO that supports people suffering from, you know, breast cancer, and he helped, you know, and few other friends.
Okay. So, do we have any questions for Madam? All right.
Please, I want to know if there were any symptoms before you went for the checkup.
Nothing. I was telling you nothing. You know, normally they tell you that you'll be having some itches around the nipple. Sometimes liquid, you'll be discharging from the nipple. But nothing of that sort happened to me. And you know, me, I'm a single woman. No man to fidget my breast. And when I'm bathing too, I just rub like this. I don't take my time to, you know, massage the breast to find out if there's something there. So me there, it was a miracle. Mine was a miracle. Mine was a miracle. I never felt anything. I was just living. Even the day I went to that funeral, I danced agbaja. I drank my club beer, you know. Then the following day, they told me so it's nothing. It's not all the cancers that shows up. You see.
So please, since you believe that it's not connected to genetic, did you get any explanation from the doctor what could be the cause?
No, yes. He told me that mine was hormonal. Yeah, because in fact, beginning I thought that the injection we had, you know, was the cause. But the doctor said no, it couldn't be, because you can't just have the injection in 2020, we had it 2021. You know, I had mine at the press center. We had it 2021. And then, so it couldn't be. And the way the growth was, it was something that was there long ago. So me, I believe that, you know, I was on contraceptive for a very long time, you know, and lifestyle, hormonal, you know, mine was hormonal, purely hormonal. Yeah.
So it's not a question, but it's just a contribution. Last year I started an initiative in a Save My Breast, and I noticed that a lot of young, like it didn't concern young people, because I don't know if they don't believe the possibility of ever having breast cancer, and especially young men. So the response, the attention, the way I was thinking people would be interested and come on board and just learn about it, it was quite low. And then I was shocked to also learn from the doctor that there's no known cause. It's not like maybe if you eat this food, it will give you this, or if you drink this water, so because there's no known cause, everyone is at a risk, sort of. So by this talk, I hope we're all encouraged to like pay attention to our bodies and not be shy of talking to somebody about however we are feeling. And it only happens in October where all the attention is on breast cancer. But that's just awareness. But it's a year-long conversation. Just as we're having this talk in March, all through the year, if anyone is talking about, even if you've heard it before, just pop by, listen to something, drop a few notes. And there are certain organizations that allow us to send like notes of encouragement, prayers to survivors or people who are still in therapy. So let's just put our ears to the ground, let's be involved in it, and know that it's not the end, but then it could be the end of something for you if you don't pay any attention to it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Any questions?
You've iced the cake.
Small. I'm just adding small to what she said. And it's our advice, or I would say, it should be more of like every month. Like every month, we should have a special, I would think, like maybe every first week of every month. We should do that kind of announcement and that kind of information, because for a woman to lose her breast is quite, or a man to go for, or let's say lose her breast, is going to be something like, because the women, they need it, and we also need it as well.
No, that one is true. You know, when I started my treatment, I met a very young lady, 26 years. So I said, what are you doing? I said, oh, madam, I had breast cancer 8 years ago. Yeah, so 26, then her cancer started at the age of 18. And then the doctor advised her not to have a child. So after 8 years, you know, so when I think she got married at the age of 21, and 21 with the husband, by all means, you have a child. And unfortunately for her, when she was going to have a child, she had twins. She had twins. So the cancer came back. So that was when I met her. And she rather was encouraging me that, oh, mommy, you'll be all right. You know, mine started some years ago. But unfortunately, we lost her. Yes, we lost her after. Because when I met her in 2023, she told me she had her 8 years ago. 8 years before 2023. So she was buried last year. So it's only, you know, by grace. But so I asked my doctor that, oh, you know, they say I shouldn't eat this, but me myself, I'm scared. You know, it puts some anxiety, some fear in you. But I keep telling myself that I will not let this thing overcome me. Because he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. I will not allow cancer to pollute my mind. Use its dirty, you know, to work. No. So I'm going to fight it till the end. So I asked the doctor if, you know, like people will tell you, don't take this, don't take that. And the doctor said, but they don't know the source of the cancer. They don't know what causes the cancer. So why you say you can eat everything, but only sugar. because the cancer feeds on sugar. So we try as much as possible to avoid sugar. You know.
Alright. So, okay.
Also, I heard that when you are diagnosed with cancer, and maybe it's in the left breast and it's being cut off, when you don't take time, it develops in the right one.
You don't cut the breast, you remove it.
When it's removed, it's not good.
Yeah, that is why I asked the doctor to remove both. Because normal, even he was surprised because they said they don't do both at the same time. They take one and then ask you to come maybe a year after to come and take off the second one. Actually, that took away one of our best brains in this country. She had one removed and then was waiting for the other one to be removed. And then it went into the other one. And she died. And when it's coming for the second time, it comes with very aggressive, you know. So in fact, it got to a time I was feeling something, some funny this thing, you know, around my scalp. So I went to the hospital, and unfortunately for me, when I went, I couldn't meet my oncologist. They said he was on leave or he had traveled. So another doctor saw me. He examined me and said that I should go and do biopsy. Oh, meanwhile they said if they do the surgery and they open the wound again, it comes back and it comes in a very aggressive form. Only God knows where it comes, you know. So I said, no, let's do another check. So I waited till my doctor came back. I went to him and we did another check. And he said, oh, there's nothing there. I'm just praying, waiting for 10 years to come.
Any more questions?
Thank you very much.
Alright, the last question.
Has this experience changed your belief perspective?
Believe.
Yes, because when you were starting, you say you didn't go to church, you are not a church.
I'm not a church. I still don't go to church. No, I still don't go to church. Yes, because me, I believe my body is the temple of God. I still don't go to church. You know, church is just a societal place where people go and gossip and do all kinds of things. So even if you see me go to church, maybe occasionally I will go. And the best time to go to church is to attend the funeral. That place, they give you the proper preaching, how to live your life. And even the Bible said it is better to go to a funeral than to go to where they are feasting. You see. So I don't go to church, but I believe that Jesus Christ died for me. He was crucified for my sins, the miserable sins that I continue to do. Even your thoughts, the way you speak, what you do, what you think of your neighbor, you might not know that it's a sin. It's only God. So me, when I wake up in the morning, I rededicate my life to Him, and I'm going to sleep. I give myself to God to take care of me, because very soon I'll be 70 years.
Wow.
And then He can call me at any time. If He calls me, what do I have to tell Him? That, oh, I'm at loggerheads with Ruth. Oh, I don't speak with, I gossip about Ruth. Or I've gone to take Ruth's boyfriend or husband, you know. So we just have to be ready anytime, because you don't know when the bus will come.
Exactly.
As soon as the bus comes, nothing will stop you from not entering the bus. You will go. You will go. So it's just by the grace of God that we are all alive. I don't go to church. That's for that one. I have to be I won't lie about it. is because of a personal reason. I'm a Methodist. I was born a Methodist, and I went to Methodist church. I was a member of the choir. I was a member of the women's fellowship. All the week I spent in the church premises until one day something happened and I decided that forget it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So, off topic, off the theme. How many journalism students do we have here? All right, and I'm one, so I'll be biased. Do you have any advice for us? Because people tend to.
The advice is, of late, our profession is going down, down, down. And that wasn't the training that we got.
Okay.
You understand? We have to be accurate. You don't embellish story. And then you don't rush with your stories. That, oh, there's a breaking news that I should be the first person to report it. No. Look, I was in the newsroom when Camille's died. Joy FM announced it. GBC radio newsroom, we were there. I was then the editor on duty. We were there. I was there with Gifty Auntie was with TV, I was with radio. We were there. But we couldn't announce it until we got a release from the chief of staff, Newman, from the castle. That time we were, at the castle, before we carried the news. So rushing with the news, it's not the best. And you have to be, you check, cross-check, and cross-check again. And then if you are not sure of how to pronounce somebody's name, you ask. Like if it's an error name, you look for an error person. You ask the person that, oh, how do you pronounce this? People have been butchering people's names. And it's not that, our time, we didn't have internet and all those things. So we pick our news from GNE. When you go to work at dawn, you have to go to GNE with your pen drive, or we have a telephone booth. We receive calls from reporters from the regions, And when there is a foreign name, you call the embassy. We had all the embassy's telephone numbers. You call the embassy, you ask for the pronunciation of the word, the name, before you go on air. I never went, when you sent me the video, I told you that I'm not a broadcaster because I am a journalist. I gather information, create content, and then edit. I retired as an online editor. I never went on radio. Okay. Just because of one mistake I did on air, then my editor just took me off air, and since then, even my own report, somebody will read the report for me. And in those days, it was only GBC. We didn't have the choice, the Joy FMs and all those stations. It was only GBC.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming here. You have taught us that we have to transform our pain into purpose. And that is what you are doing, and we appreciate you for that. And to you all, thank you for joining us. And next time, we would be having another program, and I hope you'll be coming.
I know this school, they produce the best. Exactly. Because I am an alumna of this school. We started from Ghana House, on the beach road. Nana Sophie Kondria, he taught us. Did you meet him?
No.
You've heard the name, Sophie Kondria, and then I've forgotten So I need Portia Gamo, Solomon. She was Miss Solomon. Mama V, Abumabi, sir. I'm a far apart. Natalia, not at all. You know, all those guys, you know, were at Nana House. Yes. Before they built this big place for you. So you are lucky to be here. It's a very good school and it brings out the best, you know. Yes.
Very soon, then Kidon was here. Yeah. All right, thank you guys for coming, and until then, stay thoughtful and stay resilient.
And stay positive.
Yeah.
And be friends with people who will give you positive, you know, vibes. Not negative energy. And nice meeting you all.
Nice meeting you too.
Hope you invite me again.
Oh, definitely. Want to take pictures. So